Good morning, welcome to hell. Budapest Negati train station. It ain't good. This is not good at all. So, to explain the day so far, decided last night to take a dodge from Hungary to Slovakia. It's due north, it's not too far away, and it just seemed like flags, because we're in the EU, believe it or not. Went online, decided to book a train. Plenty of train lines, plenty of trains, so went ahead and clicked a few buttons. I kept getting the same reply saying, sorry, you can't book online, you have to go to the station. Fair enough, so I've come to the station, the correct station, and who's here to meet me? Absolutely nobody. There is no help desk, there's no ticket office. You can only book via machine. Well, I've been stuck at these machines for 45 minutes. And I still can't get my head around them. There is an English option, but ultimately two things at play here. It seems somehow the machine can detect if you've got a camera or not. So you have to sign some sort of waiver and make an agreement that you won't use any footage of the ticket machine. So the ticket machine footage is out, but the more important thing is I can't make head nor tail of it, and as far as I can tell, I can't book a ticket to anywhere outside of this country. Now, I originally intended to go, wait for it, to a little village I found on the map that looked quite nice, called Nové Zámky. I've tried to put Nové Zámky in the machine a million times, it won't go. So I've also tried Bratislava, simple one, you know, everyone knows that's in Slovakia, that doesn't work. Kosice, another city in Slovakia, that doesn't work. So despite this big, impressive bank of laundrette style machines, they're no use to me whatsoever. So let's give this ticket machine one more go. Can't be difficult, can it? Touchscreen, perfect. English option, nice and easy. Now, that's not English, is it? Try that button again. Ticket purchase, yes please. Budapest 2, okay, we're getting somewhere. And I want to go to Nové Zámky, so N, choice of O's, that's the one, N-O-V, no, try the different 0, N, try that one, O-V, looking good, no, let's try that one, N-O, perfect, no, final chance, N-O, perfect, V, nah, you cannot book for love nor money to Nové Zámky, and you can't find anybody here to help you. It's impossible. Well, looking at that thing there, probably not a bad idea anyway to, yeah. Could be walking around some more today by the looks of this. Okay, wonders never cease. So I'm going to maintain that this train station does not have an information desk. There's not a sign anywhere. So here we are, back to square one. So it's time to leave. Let's head this way and we'll come back out on the main street. Once again, got to see the building, absolutely incredible. A few porter cabins. Must be doing a bit of work here somewhere. Hang on a second. Hang on a second, what kind of witchcraft? Domestic and international railway tickets. I thought it was a workman's office or a portaloo. Industrial scale. The riddle's been answered. Here it is. Your ticket office and information desk. I ask you, Anyway, the net result is, yeah, I missed the train to Slovakia, but I've booked the next one and I've got 2 hours in the town that I intend to visit. So I've got an hour to kill. I've now got a train ticket and I'm not so downtrodden. Albeit, seriously, if you come to this town, to this train station, be mindful that you could have a lot of hassles trying to find your way around. So with an hour to kill before the train, time to find a pub, but I've got one big problem with pubs in this town. There are none. I mean, there are none. Seriously, cafes, yeah, no problem at all. Eateries, yeah, but even places labelled as a pub are actually a restaurant, and you can't just casually sit at the bar and make friends and chat away to somebody. It's a bit perplexing. So I'm back walking for an hour before my train, but if I do find a pub, I doubt I'll have time for a drink now, the way this is going. Finally got a train. Isn't that exciting? I mean, finally fixed it. Most of the day's wasted. I'm going to be in this town a lot less than I thought I would, and it's going to be dark for most of my visit there, but hey ho. No idea what first and second class represents, so I'm just going to sit down somewhere and see if I get moved on to. That must mean second class, mustn't it? Yeah, I'd say that does. It's been a long day already. So 1 hour after leaving Budapest, I finally crossed over the border into Slovakia. The train driver announced we are crossing the border, and we stopped, and I had these visions of, like, you know, wartime when people come on the train, papers, where are your papers? But anyway, no problem crossing the border. I think about half an hour I'm going to reach my destination. I still can't remember what the place is called. I have still no idea what to expect. I can tell you now, I did actually press the translate pronunciation button on Wikipedia, and it doesn't sound too dislike Nové Zámky. Nové Zámky is where we're heading. There's the Danube in the background. It's been a really nice train journey actually. We've followed it meandering around for quite a while. Now this morning I had a funny incident in Budapest. I jumped on a bus and it took me around the block a few times and dropped me off about 300 yards from where I started from. So I saw a tram, so I thought, let's try the tram. It was heading in the right direction, so I got on the tram, had my ticket, which I've still got now. This ticket here, I bought this in advance, and you need to verify or validate it when you get on the tram. So on I got, put it in the machine like I did on the bus. I did notice it didn't go pa-ding or anything, but anyway, didn't think too much of it. Sat in my chair, my bum did not hit the seat, and there's a security woman. Where's your ticket? So I gave her the ticket. This is no good, no good, no good. Fine, you must pay fine, you must pay. What? What do you mean I pay fine? I paid for the ticket, I put it in the machine. No, you pay fine now. So she was quickly joined by 2 and then 3 colleagues, all women. Anyway, I basically said, look, there's no way I'm paying you, so do you want to call the police? Yes, we called the police. So off the tram we got. Turned out actually we got off at the next stop, which was a terminating stop. So I'm on this tram for at least, 200 yards or a couple hundred meters, whatever, but one stop and one stop only. I was approached before the tram even pulled off, by the way. We're waiting for the police. And you must pay now, you must pay. Police come, you pay more, you pay more. Okay, you wait for police. I said, wait for police. I heard a siren in the distance. So I'm getting a bit anxious now. But I was still adamant that I'd bought a ticket, I put it in the verify machine, and anyway. So they walked off for a little committee meeting, chatted away amongst themselves, turned 180 degrees, never said a word to me, and walked off. They actually dumped this on the floor, threw it behind them as they went. So I have no idea if they were official staff or inspectors or whatever, but I was kind of wanted the police to come, and I suspected it ended badly, but I was just vexed. Anyway, it's been an exciting day. You've seen my fun and games trying to get on this train. I'm going to have about 2 or 3 hours in this place. So, look, I love just rocking up at places and seeing what they're all about. So stick with me and explore a Slovakian town, maybe a small city, out in the middle of nowhere. Made it. So this town has a very distinctive hexagonal city centre, so I'm gonna try and walk towards there. It says it's 18 minutes, and in the meantime I'm just going to take in the views and the sights and the sounds. And already that's something pretty wacky there. Looks like it's train tracks. Okay, well, that's one thing to do with second-hand train tracks, isn't it, I suppose? I mean, what is it? Okay, it looks like it's drinks and cigarettes and whatnot when it's open. Albeit I don't think that's been open for some time. Yep, a cigarette kiosk. But I've got some walking to do, and unfortunately I've only got 1 hour's oh, we found the pub. Have we found the pub? Oh yeah, bonus, found the pub. Great, so when I come back slightly early I can go for a refreshment. I think first impressions, it's certainly got a former sort of Soviet feel about it with all these blocks of flats. But second pub, now I walked through Budapest for 3 hours and couldn't find one, so that's impressive. There's a cannabis shop, and behind it is a slot machine arcade. Oh, and some people looking really curious at me filming. Let's not upset the locals. And a few more blocks of flats. So yeah, quiet, albeit with potential to be really busy, judging by the shops and bus stops and the size of the train station. Talk about golden balls. So I don't want to ask, but what does that symbolize? I mean, we've all heard the expression golden balls, right? Well, it exists, it's true. Golden balls. Hey, I've just seen Well, it's more church. We've established the best buildings of churches, generally speaking, but I think I'm quite taken with the size of this one. It's small. How's that for a chapel? Now we've got all these blocks of flats and all these people. A little dinky chapel for them. But well attended, well looked after. Unexpected. I know it's 3:30 in the afternoon and I know I'm chasing the daylight around, but I'm really struck at how quiet it is. It's morgue-like. Really bizarre. I mean, there's people in the shops, but no one on the streets. And very few cars going by. Hard to imagine the old town and the city centre would be any busier. But is there a city centre? We'll have to find out. Well, this sends me back. This is the back of a bar and Absolute, obviously a brand of vodka, but when I was a kid, you know, the parents would get absoluted, Sunday afternoon particularly, and the kids would be out here in one of these with a bottle of Coke with a straw in it. I'll tell you what, there's a bit of woodwork gone into that. Wow, I wonder how busy this place gets, because I feel like I've got it to myself right now. The Jazz Cafe. Yeah, something's not right. I mean, maybe there is a sort of siesta hours, I don't know, but this is the main shopping area and it's as quiet as can be. I'm presuming we start with a Monday, but even so, 9 to 5? What's the story? Monday afternoon. It is the first week after New Year's. It's got something to do with it. Hello. Nobody talks around here. Cossack. Cossack, where's all the people? Is this the guy that invented door locks? He'd be worth a lot of money if he was. I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. D&M. Central End. 6th of January. Okay, now it's just struck me that Christmas Day is the 7th of January in a lot of former Soviet bloc countries. I certainly know it was in Ukraine and they've recently moved it back to the 25th of December. So maybe this is Christmas Eve. If it was Christmas Eve, shouldn't that Christmas market be open? Yep, another Christianity job, and we've got the parcels below it. This was probably a really, really nice Christmas market when it was open. Angels are men. Always forgotten that. Actually hard to believe, isn't it? And over there, that's where the pigeons, yeah, that's where the pigeons live. And even they're taking the day off. There's one thing for sure, the kids are well looked after in this country or this town, but every place I've seen has always had something, including the pub, for children. But again, there's nobody around. Now, they like their statues here. I've taken a picture of a pile of them. I will stick them up, but You really look, seems to be some kind of memorial and statue. Not certain what that one symbolises, but it looks religious to me. But like I say, just have a listen. Quiet, man. Of all the days, I can't find anyone to speak to me either. Very shy type of people. But anyway, I've done the whole hexagon around the middle of the city now. And it's getting dark. So it's going to be food time soon. Got a bit of a delay waiting for the train home as well. So 3D tattoo. Okay. That would be interesting. Good bit of parking, pal. Wow. Every time you turn a corner, there's more of them. Right, now we're talking. Project successful. And for the pricely sum of €1.80. Happy bunny. Refreshments sorted out finally. Well, that was needed. Okay, now onto the train station. It's another 20-minute walk. It's not been a bad day. Train trip was a bit of fun. Big challenge getting through that train station. This has been a bit disappointing, but that's part and parcel of roving around and rambling into strange places. If it was open, maybe I'd have a completely different experience, but it wasn't. I tell you what, they were very friendly in the pub back there. Woman behind the bar actually gestured large, real large, and she started talking to me and I didn't understand a word, obviously. And then she came out with a bottle, 2-litre bottle, and put it to the tap and started filling this 2-litre bottle. Look, I ended up with a half-litre glass for €1.80. But I think she thought I was one of the kind of locals wanting to take away beer for the night. And quite a novel idea, actually. Sort of turn up with your plastic bottles, get them filled and take them home. Anyway, back to the train station, back to Budapest, and some dinner. So, this is adjoining the train station. Pretty damn good, doesn't it? Albeit a bit quiet, but nice and clean, tidy, and oh, hello. You're on draft. I think it might be a bit different to the prices we're used to paying. €1.90. That's euros. Oh. Okay. Talk about clean and tidy. Well impressed. Train station time, and I couldn't resist refreshment and a bite to eat. It's for nothing here, but one of the locals gave me a bit of grief earlier on. We got into a bit of a beef. I ripped his eyes out. Not bad, huh? Like, apparently you can eat them. I don't really fancy them much, but like for €1 each, hey. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. How's this for a train? Seriously, this is second class. There's a whole row of them. And yeah, just second class compartments. That guy in there. You can draw your curtains as this fella has. This guy up here was really helpful towards me earlier on. He's now closed his curtains. So yeah, I'm like checking, is this first class? Yeah, I feel like a king here. I feel like I'm in the royal carriage. Anyway, next stop back Budapest. I said I was going to stop eating and drinking. Failed miserably so far, and I certainly will have a dinner later on when we get back to the Hungarian capital. Until then, see you soon. Guys, thanks for looking in. It's been a busy day, maybe a touch boring on occasion, but you make these things what they are, don't you? And the train coming home was an absolute treat. I did a bit more scooter time just now as well, so I might put that in the video as well. But for now, I'll see you next time.